Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Sorry about the smirk on my face, but I've I've had to stop this a couple of times before I got rolling here, but I won't elaborate. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I appreciate you stopping by, checking it out. I hope you'll find something you'll dig. If you're returning, all you out in the VC, I appreciate you so much, and it's really cool that you continue to support me. Oftentimes, I'm frankly still blown away by it. I don't do much here, and but you people have always stood by and very loyal and supportive, and I do appreciate that. So I'm just sitting around today. I haven't got a hell of a lot going on. As I alluded to before, I'm still going through physio and whatnot, so frankly, I'm starting to get a little antsy, and so I'm doing more videos. I can't work yet, so there's lots of threads going around, thankfully. So I've decided to jump on another one of these threads, and this one is for Christian over at Front to Back Vinyl. If you don't know Christian's channel, he's been in the VC for many, many years, and for various reasons, I'll let him explain it. Just go over and check him out, subscribe, hop on this thread. Good dude and very supportive to others in the vinyl community, as I alluded to already. But yeah, he started a thread, 3x3, I think it's called. Basically 3 artists or 3 bands and 3 albums of theirs from 3 different decades. I believe that's how he had worded it. 3 artists, 3 decades. Yeah, that's it. That's the thread here. I've got it pulled up on my little iPad. But yeah, it's 3 artists, bands, and 3 decades thread. So that's the one I'm jumping on here for reference. I'll leave a link so you can go check out the thread originator, Christian himself. And yeah, so let's get to it. I think these are all fairly low-hanging fruit, at least in my wheelhouse of stuff. So I just grabbed 3 of my favorites essentially, and it was easy to grab 3 albums of theirs from different decades, because all 3 of them have, well, with the exception of a couple of the band members, have been around for ages. Unfortunately, a lot of our favorites are getting to that age now, or at least if you're of my age and elder, where they're passing on as well. So that's life. That's the way it goes. It's sad. It sucks, but at least we have their music to continue to listen to and love for many years to come, hopefully. So I'll start off like I like to usually start, with a cheers, everybody. And again, nothing too strong today. It's tea again. I mean, it's the middle of the afternoon, so I can't go with anything too strong. So I'm starting off with their debut and Iron Maiden, 1980. So the first album, not their first decade. They've been around since 75, but their first studio album is their debut. So I went with that, and skipping up to the 90s, No Prayer for the Dying, 1992. This is the first album where Adrian Smith departs, actually during the recording sessions. They actually hadn't started writing or laying down tracks yet during the writing sessions. Wasn't happy with the direction, so he is credited on one track here, Hooks in You, but he does not play on the album. This is where Yannick comes into the picture here and replaces Adrian Smith, and would actually stay with the band even upon Adrian's return, which would come at the turn of the new millennium, 2000, and A Brave New World. So both Bruce and Adrian are back on this one, and it's a killer return to form, in my humble opinion. But I am a lifelong, at least Maiden's lifelong fan. That's not even fair to say, but certainly most of my life, about 81 or so, I would have jumped, 81, 82, somewhere in there, Maiden Japan. I would have jumped on board and been a fan ever since. Next up, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, the debut. This is a reissue that I got a few years ago, and so nice to see that Curse Lake is finally credited on this. So him and Daisley were recorded during the recording sessions. It was Curse Lake and Daisley on Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. Most Ozzy fans will be well aware of that, but so that's where it starts. Next up, I could have gone with a few, and I for the 90s, that is. but probably the favorite one out of the 90s I don't have on vinyl, so I went with this one, which is a close one as well. I do really like this one, No More Tears, 1992, 91, wasn't it? Getting my dates mixed up. I was thinking Iron Maiden. This is 91, I'm pretty sure of it. 1991, yeah. So this is a great one, in my opinion. Of course, it's all very subjective, isn't it? So if I'm saying something is great, chances are I'm saying it's great in my opinion. So 1991, that's the 90s, and then into the 2000s, and his last studio album, Patient Number 9, and this would have been 2022. Yeah, so rest in peace, the Oz Man. And then another one of my favorites, or we're going to go with my favorite album by them, and it is 1984, Ride the Lightning. Just, in my opinion, a masterpiece of an album by Metallica. I know many Metallica fans, it's typically Master Puppets, or even there are some that I think of my buddy Brett. I think his favorite is Injustice for All. I'm not sure, but many and that's a killer album. They're all killer as far as I'm concerned. But I'm a Metallica fan, so went with that one for the 80s, and then the 90s. Shoot, I didn't grab one from the 90s. I'm not going to reshoot this. I'm just going to pause it. The one I grabbed, I'll just disclose what I grabbed right here. And that's not the 90s. I'm just a brain cramp. Let me grab one. I've got them all. You still there? I know in your world that was a split second. For me, I had to go dig it out. Sorry about that. So yeah, 1996. Load. I could have gone with Reload. I do like that album. I know that one takes a lot of shit from people as far as it's usually in comparison to this one, Load. And Reload was a lot of leftovers, if you will, and whatnot. But I don't know. I like this one. I do like Reload. Could have gone with the Black Album. I mean, self-titled, but I just showed that one in that last video. So I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. So there we go. And then the last one for the 2000s. I can't believe that this one has been that long already, but 72 seasons and 2023 already. So it feels much more recent when I think of terms of having it. I got this, I pre-ordered it, and I got it on release day. And I know it may be a polarizing opinion, but it's probably one of my favorite Metallica albums since And Justice for All. Quite honestly, I absolutely love this album. I think it's great. I know a lot of people aren't all that keen on the artwork, and I've heard somebody say that this would have gone over much better, I think, with most Metallica fans if they'd had the old traditional font of Metallica on there, similarly to Ride the Lightning. And I do think that would have been that would have looked great up there, in black Metallica. But that's the artwork. The contents of the album, I really dig it, and I think they are similar to Iron Maiden in this regard. Much of their later catalog is suffering from their songs become way too long, or the albums. The songs don't appear long, but they put so many of them on the album that I think it makes it challenging for people to sit down and listen to it front to back in a session. I personally have not had that issue. I do enjoy listening to it. It is I really dig it. I've listened to it many times. I do revisit it quite often. I do like Death Magnetic. I like Hardwired Self-Destruct. I like, as I alluded to, the Load Reload. I like Saint Anger. There's really nothing by Metallica I don't like. I really love the Garage Inc. comp they did, and the Garage Days and all that stuff, where they do covers. But this is it. 72 seasons to round out the 2000s, the aughts for Metallica, 2023, in fact. So 3 different decades for those 3 artists. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So I hope you'll go over to Christian's channel, check him out, subscribe to him, jump on the thread, and I'm sorry if I look like I'm just kind of lazing around the house, because essentially that's what I've been doing. I did go out for a bit because it's a really nice day, but now I'm just kicking back, chilling, listening to tunes, and watching you guys do your thing. So this is all I got for you. Until next time, like I say, I've been threatening. No, I don't threat, and I don't promise, but I've been alluding to getting back to my showing you the pickups that I've postponed for far too long. So I will be doing that. I promise you that. I did it again. No promises. I am doing that. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon.